Welcome, friends and foes, survivors and killers. Let's sit around the campfire together and talk about Dead by Daylight. Specifically, the Auric cell. So, the entity's dead. Oh, brilliant. This makes my job a lot easier, doesn't it? You know, it isn't always easy to do the right thing. If I've learned anything from my time in the entity's realm, observing the memories of those trapped within it, it's that the truth is often far more complicated than one may believe. Actions that seem selfish on the surface may be more altruistic than they appear. I'm not a bad guy, okay? No matter what you see me do, just know that I'm doing it in the service of a higher purpose. For the greater good, just trust me. Or don't. Unreliable narrators and all that jazz, I suppose. I'm sorry in advance. 3, 2, 1. Right, at least it won't be squid this time. I don't need any more pudding. It would mean the world to me if you could fuck off.
Are you the observer?
Depends on who's asking.
This is FELIX RICHTER and Elodie Rakoto of Pariah Investigations. We used to be survivors in the entity's realm.
And we have so many questions to ask you.
And I have so many reasons not to answer any of them. Good day.
What?
Gotta love British hospitality.
Monsieur Observer, you have to speak with us. Now that the entity is dead, we have a unique opportunity to discover the unsolved mysteries, to explore theories about the realms that weren't possible before. We want to know the truth.
There is no truth here. It's all fiction, a fabrication.
S'il vous plaît. We want to know the law of Dead by Daylight.
Well, it's about time someone did. Come on in. Care for some whiskey?
I don't think we have time for...
Absolutely. Oh, Prost.
You like it? This variety actually originates from Terra 917. Seems like a cozy little world. On that version of Earth, you two have 7 children, by the way. Why are you looking at me like that? What, do you two have 8 kids? Must say you're looking good for it.
No, it's just... There are multiple versions of us, and the entity draws on all of them to bring in survivors.
I thought that was just a theory. But
it means Eryn and I were right. In your face, Felix. That totally explains why multiple versions of myself can be in one trial at a time.
Fine. You were right.
And?
And my theory about survivors reproducing asexually was wrong. Sponge theory debunked. And I am going to partner with one of the other Elodies if you don't shut up about it.
The quaint innocence of youth. But I suppose I appreciate the unexpected company. Do you play golf? We could golf if you wanted.
No, merci.
Oh, definitely. Papa and I used to golf all the time.
Felix.
Let's see what we have here. What kind of club, Felix? 6-iron? 9-iron?
Have any hybrids?
Replacement clubs, eh? Nothing but the best for Mr. Richter, I see. I'll just go in the back and check.
Felix!
Shh. I I'm golfing, Elodie.
We've been all over the world, meticulously tracking the observer's location, and now that we are here, you're wasting our time with golf. What's gotten into you?
This drink, for one. It hits. You really should have some. I feel so relaxed.
Felix, I'm not drinking your Kool-Aid.
Look, the entity is dead. We have graduated its demonic torture academy. This little expedition we've been on for the past couple months, to find the observer and to discover the truth. It is extra credit. I'm only here to support you. And to golf, of course. Oh, funny. Look. These golf balls look almost like eyeballs.
Oh, don't tell me you're drunk already. Felix, do you really not care about finding the truth behind our parents' disappearance? The entity took them. I know it. And now that the entity is gone, if we just keep digging a little more, we can probably...
Elodie, they are probably dead, okay? I have come to terms with that. I sincerely hope they are not. But they probably are. And the sooner you come to terms with that as well, the sooner you can move on. Elodie, I love you. I do. Well, not as much as you love Zarina, but still. I love your ambition, your drive, your relentless search for the truth. It's what makes you great. But do you not think that it is perhaps time to let it go? I know there are unanswered questions, but we are free. After all of these years, we are finally free, and it just seems like you want to go back for some reason. Why? Why can we not just be happy with where we are? We are finally home.
Je t'aime, Felix, but I cannot give up this easily. Not when we are this close, you have to understand. I mean, what would Zarina think of me if I did that?
Zarina? Thinking less of you? Now that would be a surprise.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to surprise you. I'm afraid I don't have the type of club you're looking for. I'm also afraid I'm going to be expecting a guest soon, so we'll need to cut this little, Q&A a little shorter than I would like. My apologies.
What? But we just got here and...
Listen, Miss Rakoto, I know you're probably a big fan. You're not the first investigator type to seek me out, within the entity's realm or out of it. Though I warn you, I haven't heard back from anyone who went to go look for the truth. Benedict Baker, Alex, Vigo. Curiosity kills more than just cats, my dear. I don't have long, but I'll tell you what I can. But tell me, are you sure that you want it? Are you absolutely sure?
More than anything in the world.
Very well. What would you like to know?
Tell us everything you know about the Oris.
I would start at the beginning, but I don't know when that was, or how long ago I was banished to that infernal tower. The compendium of memories from survivors and killers that built the lore of the realm. I'd been observing and studying the inner workings of the entity. It had become, well, an obsession. How ironic that I should be sentenced to live out the rest of my days in the very thing I sought to destroy. An obsession turned prison, as all obsessions are, but I suppose I don't have to tell you that. The Auris was the arcane device I used to view everyone's memories. It even allowed me to see memories that you two had. I know a lot about you, Miss Rakoto. And you as well, Mr. Richter. I've been concocting numerous theories about how the Auris worked. The most reasonable being that the Auris functioned on the basis of the Trinitarian of creation. A concept long held by our ancestors and forgotten throughout the ages. But the concept isn't complicated, it isn't witchcraft, it isn't even a secret. It simply suggests that it takes two things to create a third. A father and a mother to create a child. An idea and passion to create something new, something real, something lasting and meaningful. A thought and feeling. I had used the Auric to study the black fog and have come to 3 observations that I thought proved invaluable to finding a way home. First, the fog is rich in auric particles, leading me to believe that the entity's dimension is more conscious than it is material. Second, I should be able to manifest anything I'm able to pull from rifts in the fog using techniques passed down from my family. And third, the entity is far more ancient than we ever suspected back home, and most of our theories and conjectures on its nature were wrong. The rich presence of auric particles and cells suggests it is one of the original ones, an ancient. I'd often wondered if those trapped in the realm would ever pause to reflect upon the inexplicable significance of this world that defies not only time and space, but death. A world made of memories that is neither consistent nor constant. Something akin to a collective dream, made of the collective memories and beliefs of its inhabitants. Sometimes I wonder if not all worlds were like this in some respect, and that reality is what we in fact dream it to be or believe it to be. If all worlds were this driven by feelings.
Feelings?
Emotion, passion, interest. They are the spark, the undefinable force that enables creation. You cannot manifest anything if you're not brimming with emotion about it. Back home on Terra Primus, the Auric was ridiculed because those stuffed shirts on the council lacked understanding. This might be the whiskey ruminating, but art is not created by thought alone. It is created by thought and feeling working together in harmony. Feeling is everything. Feeling is the most important aspect of bringing anything to life. It's the fuel that makes thought and intention reality. The failing of the so-called pioneers back home is they believed that thought alone was enough, when in reality it's only half the equation. The other half is emotion. The Auric amplified and manifested and forged something new using the mould of thought and the fires of passion. That was the secret of the Auric and the auric cells it produced. That, or maybe I've just been here too long and I'm spinning up theories to pass the time. I thought of making a YouTube channel about it, but some pixel bush guy beat me to it.
This is all incredible information. It completely recontextualizes what we knew about the entity's realm. This dimension, a dimension more conscious than it is material. That is probably the key to everything.
Right, yes. And it is an earth-shattering revelation for everyone listening at home too, but I really do need you two to go now. My guests wouldn't like seeing both of you here and...
Wait. That doesn't make sense!
Here we go. Do you have anything else to drink, Mr. Observer? She might be here for a while.
Miss Rakoto, you are welcome to theorise on your own time. I'm sure you'll have lots of time to do that later. But right now, you need to go. Please, get out of my...
That existential exposition dump. It doesn't explain why the entity died.
You doubt my knowledge? You know I'm the law guy, right?
No, I believe you. I don't understand how the entity died under these conditions. If the entity's realm is more of a collective consciousness than an organism, would that not require everyone to stop their belief in it? For the entity to die, everyone would have to manifest that wish with incredible conviction
And you're thinking too hard about this. It's entity magic, okay? That's how the entity died. It was too strange as its realms expanded and it just ran out. And died. It is dead. It's passed on. The entity is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. It's stiff, bereft of life. It rests in peace. It's pushing up the daisies. Its metabolic processes have ceased to function. It's off the twig. It's kicked the bucket. It's shuffled off its mortal coil, run down the curtain, and joined the bleeding choir invisible. This is an ex-entity. Now, if you wouldn't mind, the door is right there. Please use it.
You're hiding something from us, aren't you?
There is so much I cannot tell you. Now I insist, leave this instant or else...
Welcome to the house.
To the house of Holbein. Oh ja. Das ist gut, oh ja.
Hello?
Felix, listen, I don't have much time, and neither do you.
Right on schedule.
Zarina! What's wrong? Where are you?
The inner GHOSTFACE, he... Observer. You need... Go! Go!
Wait, slow down. You're speaking so quickly.
Running! For my life!
Oh god, she tried calling me a couple of minutes ago. I didn't see it!
Why didn't you pick up the phone?
I had it on Do Not Disturb during his monologue. I didn't want to be rude.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Manifest! Manifest!
What is she saying, Felix?
I don't know.
Zarina? Zarina?
We need to go now.
It's a bit late for that.
What? How did you close the door from all the way over there?
How's the whiskey, Mr. Richter? Are you feeling relaxed?
What are you? Oh, my stomach.
Felix! Oh mon Dieu, your face is turning purple!
Terra 917 has the best whiskey in the multiverse. Trust me on this, I've had lots of time on my hands and lots of things I'd rather forget. But coincidentally, it also has the most slow and painful poison in the multiverse. Takes a bit to kick in though. I tried to use it on myself, of course, but the entity wouldn't let me off that easily. There's so much you don't know, Elodie. So much you could learn.
What are you talking about? The entity is dead.
No, it isn't. You knew that before you came here, didn't you? You had a hunch that was the reason why it was so hard to find me. Don't be modest, I can see every memory you've ever held. From the day you were born to that week in Mallorca with the llama. God, you're so perfect for this. Almost too perfect. That's why I wanted you to leave. I thought maybe you of all survivors could lead the way in ending this cycle, but no, it seems to be fate. Fucking spider douche.
I don't care about destiny. Felix is dying. Why are you doing this? Give me answers now.
There have been 8 observers before me, Miss Rakoto. 8 keepers of the archive. Eventually, they all go mad. Each bored out of their minds with nothing to do in that prison of a tower. Or driven to insanity by the torrent of information that drowns them like a flood. Knowledge is power, Elodie, but it is also a curse. And because I impressed the entity with my knowledge, I was given a unique opportunity to save myself, to stop this curse, once and for all.
Oh God, Felix!
I was instructed by a devout follower of the entity. If I found a new observer, a better one, someone the entity could feast off indefinitely, someone whose drive, curiosity and intellect could sustain the entity for eons. If I found that person and convinced them to stay, I could trade their life for mine. Not leave, but die. I could finally die. Not tossed into the void, not thrust into the trials, just die. And be free of it all. Please, Elodie, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to observe. I don't want to theorize. I don't care about these mediocre stories anymore. I just want it to stop. Take my place and maybe you can find a way to actually kill the entity. But please just let me go.
No! Are you crazy?
What's crazy is that you, of all people, are passing up an opportunity like this. Think, Elodie. all the unanswered questions of the entity's realm at your fingertips. You can find a cure for your friend's poisoning. You could even look into the memories of your father and mother and find out where they are.
They are alive?
I know where they are, Elodie. And now, you can finally find out. Just take the Aurus. Become the 10th observer, the final observer. Just let me die.
Elodie! You've never given up. Not once. Do not do so now.
My guest will be here soon. When he comes, he'll take your friend here and make sure he suffers a fate far worse than death. His poison will never be cured. Is that what you want, Elodie? For him to suffer for all eternity? All your precious research, and that's the outcome you want to manifest?
Wait. Manifest. Manifest! This realm is more consciousness than material. A realm driven by thought, but also with emotion. I can manifest whatever I want. That is the key!
No, you don't have the power
I am not just an observer. I can think, I can feel, and I can manifest!
You can't! That's impossible!
Anything is possible here. Death is not an escape. Come on, Felix.
Oh, hey, cool. I'm completely cured now.
Let's get out of here. We have to tell everyone the entity is still alive. We have to make it to Jane's show.
Right. But you think we can get some more of that whiskey first?
Felix, seriously?
What? It was really good.
Allons-y.
No, wait, please. Just let me die. When my guest comes back, he'll... Three, 2, 1.
Honey, I'm home.
Hello, Danny.
Alien. Elodie Rakoto. She escaped?
Yes.
How is that even possible?
She manifested.
That sounds really fucking stupid.
There's so much you don't know about the being you serve so faithfully.
You know what this means, right?
I presume you plan on throwing me into the void now? Or perhaps keeping me locked in this tower until I find another observer? Go ahead, I've come to terms with it. Got new curtains for the study and everything. Yeah, I know, maybe yellow was a bit much, but they brightened
It
up...
seems there is so much you don't know as well. You don't know the half of suffering. The void? Please, you're too smart. You would find a way out easily. And staying here? In this 5-star hotel? After that pitiful display of manipulation? I could have convinced her to stay in my sleep. No, your punishment will be far more appropriate. I mean, hell, it's the reason you were brought to the entity's realm in the first place. I thought I killed a lot of people back on my Terra, but next to you, I look like an amateur.
What are you talking about?
Come on, don't play dumb. You don't remember your massacre? An entire nation, just to get closer to the entity. It's completely unforgettable. Unless... Oh, you sly dog. You erased those memories, didn't you? Oh, was it too much for you, Alien? Pathetic. Well, regardless, it's punishment time. Frankly, I'm quite happy with what I've come up with. We've been awfully short-staffed recently. The entity even let me design your power myself. We've been needing a new killer for a while now.
No.
The Observer. It has a nice ring to it, right? Your main weapon's gonna be a golf club, obviously, just because I'm a jerk. But you'll also get to shoot out little rift fragments that injure survivors and reveal their location to you. The more fragmented the survivors are, the smaller your terror radius gets. You'll be a stealth killer like me. I haven't worked out all the kinks with your perks and stuff, but once we put you in the PTB, I'm sure it'll all come together.
Please. Stop.
Oh, we're just getting started. I'm thinking eyeballs will be a huge motif for your character design. You'll just be like, covered in eyeballs. Maybe for your Mori, you stab the survivor's eyes out. Oh, but maybe in a cruel twist of fate, you're also blind.
Ah! My eyes! Ah!
Yeah, like that. Oh, your tears are melding with the blood in your sockets. It's beautiful. A blind man crying bloody crocodile tears. 2021 colorized. Now that is art. This is going to be so much fun.
Make it stop!
Ah, perfect. You're gonna be a great killer. I can feel it. Welcome to the family, Observer. And remember, I'll see you in the fog.
Thank you for listening to episode 8.5 of 10 of the Auric podcast. This episode was written, directed, and produced by Solomon Troop with a lot of help from Pixelbush, aka the lore guy. So he gets writer credit for this too. The role of the Observer was played by Pixelbush, aka the lore guy. The role of Elodie was played by Echo Sapa. The role of Felix was played by Ash Alchemist, and the role of the Ghostface was played by Jacob Lentini. Please check the link below for proper credit for this episode's music. New episodes of the Auric Cell release every other Thursday at 6 p.m. EST, but there are also animatics, lore readings, behind the scenes, and other awesome content between uploads of the main story. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel to not miss out on any new releases. In addition to posting to YouTube, the Auric Cell podcast can also be streamed on Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor, and probably some other places too. So check the description and share it with your friends. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Tumblr for updates, as well as joining our Discord server, The Troopiverse, to talk to cast, crew, and anyone who enjoys what we do here. Links below in the description. Dead by Daylight is intellectual property of Behavior Interactive, yada yada yada, copyright, fair use, parody, yada yada yada. Please do not sue us, we're just making content for your game. Because there are like 3 YouTube channels that do lore for this game, so... Hi Asimovs, mwah. I'd like to spend this time to thank our Kickstarter backers, starting with Jonathan Troop, Ariza Luca, Nikki Ahrens, James G. Nico, Eli Elias, Kendrick Kim, Blueface, HP Laptop, Marble Slab King, Destiny Lore, Life is Strange, and What About It, Peanut Head, Henderson III, Mike Flink, Shelby Richards, George Regent, Ricochet, Jared A.K. Dirkman, Cassandra Rodabaugh, Hunter A.K. Mudkips, Jacob Lentini, Baruch Belmont, and Pixelbush A.K. Will A.K. The Lore Guy. Big old special thanks to Pixelbush, aka Will, aka the Lore Guy, because he's in this and he's awesome. And if you like Dead by Daylight and want a more in-depth look into the characters I've used for this podcast, check out his channel. Although really, I shouldn't be plugging him because he has way more followers than I do. So, check his channel out anyway. Cool dude, makes cool content. Very, very nice analysis videos for all these killers I've come to know and love. Trigger warning though, he is British. I know that might hurt a lot of you, and trust me, it hurts me, but anyway. USA! USA! Thank you again for listening. Share this project with your friends, the algorithm will boost us, and as always, we'll see you in the fog.